Hi, hello, it's Monday. I have decided to give myself a sort of schedule this week. I haven't given myself a schedule for a long time. When I've given myself a schedule in the past and my brain's been all over the place, it's actually made my days harder because I haven't been able to stick to the schedule that I've given myself, and then I feel guilty for not sticking to the schedule. So in order to try and avoid all of that, I basically just not given myself a schedule. It's been a work when I can kind of mindset. But this week I'm going to try really hard to do 3 days of work, and today is one of those days. I also really badly need to get my accounts done so I can do my tax return before the end of the week. In order to give myself a calm surroundings to get those jobs done, I am going to attempt to make this corner not look like a tip. And by that I mean I'm going to be putting my shelf that was here, that is now still here but the stuff is not there, back there with the stuff on it. That was a sentence. Like I said in my last vlog, the ceiling is now somewhat secure. There's no chimney, but there's also no leaking right now. So I feel a bit more comfortable putting my craft stuff back there. When it came to like shop stuff, craft stuff, what to move out and what to keep in here, I obviously kept the shop stuff in here. That was more of a priority because that's like my job part of being creative. So then my personal craft supplies, art supplies, all just went out into the spare room. But I want them back now because I want to do art stuff again and I keep having ideas and I can't do them because I don't have stuff here. So that's the plan for today, is to get this not looking like a shit tip. That's the plan. I mean, the rest of the room is kind of a mess as well, but it's not quite as much of a mess. It's an organised mess. I know where things are. This I need to put up in the loft actually. That's just a board and some maps that my uncle let me borrow and I've just not given back to him yet. I also have lots of maps and stuff here as well on this desk that I need to put away, and I want to go through them properly and like note down bits and pieces from them. But I just haven't done that yet. So they've sat here in their little organised piles for months because I've just not had the brain to be sat down doing that sort of history research. I still really badly want to do it. Like looking at them now I'm like, ooh, I could do that today. No I can't. I'm doing the shelves today because I need to do my accounts, because that's important, because I'll get in trouble with the government if I don't. So the plan with them is to neatly put them back into the box so then I can come back to them when I have the time, not when I'm in the middle of doing 10 other things. And then I get this desk back, my flexi spot one, the standing desk that goes up and down. So hopefully I'll have like a dedicated craft space that I can come to and craft, and then the other desk can be my shop one where I'm packing orders and photographing stock and doing all of that sort of thing. That's the plan. This is my plan, but I'm also getting hungry, so I'm going to end up stopping for food and then that's going to take me hours, and then I don't know. So I'm going to get going. I can find a better space for this. Fades. Whoa. These are some of my favourite drawers. They're by the really useful company. They're just really, really handy and they're pretty as well. And they're also half on the floor. The only downside to these is the top drawer. If you put stuff on here, then it like pushes the plastic down and the top drawer can get jammed. But other than that, they're really handy because the drawers come fully out. So if I have something in them that I want to use on my desk, I just have to take the drawer. And yeah, it still has stuff in. This might look like a giant roll of loo roll, but it's not. It's sticky back plastic. My uncle worked in a label factory place, and this was one of the things that they were binning. So he took it out the bin for us years ago. I remember having this roll when we were living in the other house, which was over, well, actually no, it'd probably be about 15 years ago now. So this has lasted a while, but I use it for everything because we weren't going to let that go to waste. All my old books I bought on eBay when I was not doing much online and I needed some cheap hobbies. These are all like old albums and stuff, like photo albums and journals that I bought off of eBay, and I've just been researching them like on Ancestry, the names and everything, because I want to know who wrote them and whose photos they are. This photo album is from Japan, or like a trip from Japan from, does it have the date on them? 1969, but it's just got like, I don't know, really, really cool photos. I love it. That's my other interest that has been fueled when I've not been able to do crafty stuff. I've been deep diving in history stuff, and I love it. Social history feeds my brain. This is the advent calendar that I never got done for myself this year, that was originally for my ex, who decided in 2022 that he would, do I even say this? To pretty much complained to me that I hadn't made an advent calendar. And he didn't know I already bought this and was planning to do it, and I just never made it for him and never told him. So I decided to keep it for myself, and I wanted to make little doors, like all of these into tiny little doors, and I just didn't get around to doing it this year, so this is a project for next year that I'm very excited about. This is another project I've not started. It's from Hobbycraft. I bought this using a voucher from my friend Em. It's like a thing you put on the wall. I want to take this backing piece out and I want to put little shelves in there so I can put all the little cool things that I find on my walks, like all the cool fossils and stuff, and have it somewhere to display them. Haven't got around to doing that one yet either, so it's in a box, waiting to be done. As you can see, there's a theme here. Please, just do what I need you to do. Just like, there we go, thank you. I just hope it's not coming me, or do I turn this one? What did I have here before? I had something that was like weighing against it, so I didn't have to attach it to the wall. I can't remember what it was. I just turned it. Oh, I had my desk there. I had my whole entire desk. That's what was holding the shelf up, was my desk, which is over here now, so do I have anything do I just put all my stuff on it and hope it doesn't fall down? I'm gonna go get lunch and then we're gonna figure this out. So whilst I was getting lunch, I decided I am gonna change my room around properly and move my desk. As in, I'm gonna move my entire thing around. We're rearranging, we're going back to how it was. So things are gonna look a little different, and I don't actually know yet if it's all gonna fit. We figure that out when we get there, and if not, then we have a breakdown when we get there. It doesn't matter. We're brain is set on it now. This is happening. This is the before. There's a lot going on, but it's okay. We'll get there. First steps are to get everything from there, that way, whether that's out of the room or just this end of the room. I think most of it's gonna have to go out the room though. Then I need to take everything off from this desk and from underneath it as well. Then we move the desk. Then we figure out where everything goes. Because once the desk's in place, everything else just has to work around it. That's how it goes. It's 1:45 now. I've had my lunch early because we had shopping arrive, so there's actually something ready to eat pretty much. So we're like an hour ahead of my brain dipping at 2. So we're hoping that I can just get this done, or most of it done, and it's not chaos after my nap, and we hope that my motivation stays. We hope is the key word in that sentence. Or words, more than one. Moved my desk, made chaos behind me, so I can't actually leave the room at all, and now I'm stuck. I don't know what to put where. I feel like my brain's on the verge of going again. I'm boiling, I worked up a sweat doing that, but I now have this desk here. Wouldn't usually have it all the way out, but I'm going to try it as the full width of the room, or the space. Before, when I had it here, I had this kind of tucked in, so I didn't have this leaf in it. So then I had a little seating bit at the end to film. But I don't know whether I'm going to do that this time. And this is what's going on behind me. I can't leave. I don't know where to put this quite. That stuff needs to move out of the way, and I need to hoover down there before I put anything back there. But the hoover's out my room, so I need to get out first or make a pathway out somehow, and my brain's stuck. Back to my corner. I'm actually much happier and more, I don't know, this is just like, it just feels more like my creative space here, so I'm glad I moved things back. I'm knackered because I haven't had a nap, but yeah. The bit I'm trying to sort out now is this area, so I'm trying to figure out how many shelves I need to put in here, where I want all the different supplies and stuff. Obviously I want the things that look nicer lower down because that's the stuff I'm going to see, and I also obviously have space underneath the desk on the shelves as well for things that don't need to be like on display but I might need them at an arm's reach. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. It's still chaotic, that side of me. If I can get this area sorted, then that's like I can work, it's all good. I've kind of made it so that over here it's more shop stuff, so like the shop stock obviously, and then I've got underneath there is some packaging things, and then obviously the standing desk can go up and down, and then I can pack things without giving myself backache. Although saying that, I've definitely pulled something in my back today, because when I was walking downstairs a few minutes ago I was like, this shouldn't hurt like this. I've pulled something. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I didn't really speak to the camera yesterday, was not feeling great, didn't have the best evening on Monday, so I kind of just woke up feeling a bit funky and didn't pressure myself to talk to the camera. But I did get a majority of this room sorted to a point where I have a desk again. Same can't be said for this end and this desk, but this is the creative space that I need back. I need it. Today I'm doing the most thrilling job that I have looked forward to for months. Heavy sarcasm. I'm doing my tax return. The fun thing about my tax return is it's due in like a week. Like there's a week left for me to get it done and submitted and all of that jazz. When I'm actually doing the tax return, once I've start doing it, I don't find that bit that complicated. I can do that pretty quickly and it's not too stressful. It's getting to the point of being able to do it, because I know I've not done my accounts. I don't do my accounts monthly. I do them like once or twice a year. I catch up, go through things, print off receipts. I don't know when I last did them and I don't know where to start. I don't know what I've done already, how long I've got left to do. I don't remember what things I need to check. I know I've got different bank accounts, There's all these things that go into it, and every time I sit down to try and think of how to start it, all those things go through my head at once, then I get overwhelmed, then I don't do it. That's the story of my life pretty much. But I've been saying to myself this week that this is the day that I'm going to do it. And here I am, sitting down at my desk. I've eaten lunch, I've been on a dog walk this morning. They may have been procrastinating things, but they still needed to be done. But I did want to make sure I ate before I did this, because if not, I would have stopped halfway in the middle of doing it, and then I would have had to pick it up again, and it would have been tedious. So yeah, it is also freezing cold in here again, which is great, and I'm wearing my I honestly, I hate this thing now. It's so bobbly. It's gone past any point of being any sort of decent jumper. It's just a layer of warmth, which is something I need at the moment because it's cold, and especially in this room. I have bubble wrap taped against my window to try and keep the draft out. So the main goal with this is to break it down enough that it isn't overwhelming. I have been a bit reluctant to do any sort of accounts for the 22 to 23 tax year, because obviously that was like one of those years when my head was going downhill, so my job was reflecting that. It's just a little reminder of that side of things back then, and I don't want to be reminded of it particularly. So I have a little folder which I keep any receipts in. I do my accounts in a book, like an actual book, and I also have a spreadsheet. Both of those have not helped me to stay on track of it every single month. We tried, doesn't work for my head. I can put all of the means to make it easy in front of me, but that doesn't mean that I can do it. And that's incredibly frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. But that is one of the reasons I wanted to vlog today, especially because then, yeah, I'm like holding myself properly accountable, because I've said it now, gotta do it. I want to get it done. I want to get it out of the way. I've never handed it in late before, ever. It's just, I cause myself more stress by not doing it sooner. So I'm going to get started and try and break this down and just do 1 month at a time, and yeah, we'll see how we go with that. I don't know whether I should be frustrated or proud of myself right now, because I have just opened up the spreadsheet. I made this last year. I completely forgot what it looks like and how easy or complicated it may be to fill out. It's piss easy. I'm going to show you one of the pages blank so you can see what I mean by it being piss easy, because I have just saved myself so much time. I've been fretting about it all this time, and I didn't need to. I've been thinking it's going to be so time consuming to get it done and figure out what I need to do and where to start and da-da-da-da-da. And I completely forgot that I made myself this spreadsheet so it is easier. I don't know how anyway, I'm going to just show you. So this is my little spreadsheet. I can't get over how organised. I'm impressed with myself. I shouldn't be, because this is me. This is how my brain works. Along the top I have all of the months, which I didn't realise I did this. I've got little green ticks for all the ones I've done, and then all the months I've not done have a little red exclamation mark. So I can easily see which ones I've done and which ones I've not done. There's also a tab up here that says monthly direct debits to remember. So if I ever need to remember what's coming out, I can just check there. but I've forgotten that this spreadsheet exists, so obviously I've not checked it. To make another page I just have to duplicate this and then change the date at the top. But on one side of it I have the income section, so anything from the shop, any freelance work, my Patreon is down here, and YouTube and stuff as well, because those are usually just one sum and they all add up the little sections as well, and then they have a total down here, and then like the total of everything income goes down here. And then on the expenses side I just have my PayPal and my Monzo, which is the two places that I deal with business payments, and then I've got my PayPal and Stripe fees down the bottom here, which are again just one sum. And then I have the total of the expenses that goes there, and then it tells me my profit. For the tax return I obviously need the total income and the total expenses, but for my reference it's good to have the little profit bit as well, so I know like how much money I've made technically in that month, because the income is definitely not reflective of that after expenses have come off. So for January, February, March and April, all I need to do is go through these separate accounts and just put in any numbers that are in there, and then it does all the adding up for me and it tells me the number, and then I can go and do my tax return. Why didn't I remember I did this? Oh, I'm a genius! Past Daisy's just great, I love her. I did all this as well when I was having such a bad year, which is maybe why I don't remember it. Like remember making it, because I was having such a bad year, so that might be why. If I'd realised sooner that this is all I would have had to do, God, I wouldn't have stressed so much. My brain is so annoying sometimes. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to go fill these out, print them off. Obviously when I input stuff on here, I then print off a matching receipt if it's on the expenses side, and then the receipts go in here, and then I put them all together in one like file together each month, and then they go in my filing cabinet, which isn't very filed, it's just a space for me to keep all of my accounts, but they're all dated, so it's fine, they're kind of organised. Done, but I'm done for now because my brain is needing a nap. But yeah, I've updated all of the accounts now, which means I have all of the numbers I need to do the tax return, but I'm going to wait until I've had a nap to actually go through the tax return and do it, because I'm going to need my brain for that, and it's not fully there. I was disrupted by, I'm pretty sure there was a ladder outside the window when they were checking things that fell down and woke me up, but hey ho. Even though I feel like I've just woken up, so I don't feel completely like awake yet, my brain feels more on it, more capable of doing stuff, I suppose. So that's a good thing. I've been messing around with these all the time today. They're like fidget things, they're by Nido. It's almost like the equivalent of having slime and that feeling in your hand, but they're not messy. 10 out of 10 would recommend, just saying. Got them for Christmas from my mother. I used this one when I did a family event. I hosted like a family event thing here for family history stuff, and the entire time I walked around with this in my hand whilst talking to people, and it helped so much because I wasn't picking up my fingers or anything. I was able to talk to people and was just kind of squishing this as I was talking to give my brain something to focus on. I'm going to get on and do the tax return part now because I want it to be done so I can just put it to bed and not have to think about it and not have it on my brain constantly. I'll probably just update you when I'm done because it's boring. This is like the boring part. It's the fill out form, brain trying to concentrate on confusing lingo. It could really be put a lot simpler, but it just hasn't. So I'll speak to you when I'm finished. It's done, I submitted it, it's gone, I finished it. Oh my god. I hated that. As I was going through that, I was copying and pasting the questions this time because for some reason when you print off your tax return, this is like totally boring stuff now. You print the final, like all the things you've answered and stuff, it doesn't give you, it's not like a, it's not a complete copy, or I don't think it is anyway. For my brain anyway, it's very confusing and I cannot get my head around it. So this time I took all the questions and every time I did a yes or a no box, I put yes or no below the questions on a what do you call it, a pages document, and I'm just going to print that as my guide next year so I don't even have to think twice. I do now have to pay the national insurance, is it national insurance? The NCI, no wait, NIC2s, I don't know, it's the voluntary one. Even though I'm not making enough to have to pay it, I still pay it because it goes towards like a pension and stuff. But the actual thinky brain part and working out money side of it is done. And I'm so glad it's done, and I want to go get pizza and I want to just sit and not think of numbers for the rest of the day. Yeah, I did it. It's done. The thing that I've been stressing about for the last 3 or 4 months, probably longer to be fair, it's done. And it took me next to no time. Well, it took me the whole day, but grand scheme of things, one day versus the months of stressing. Oh my god. I'm just so frustrated with my brain for not doing it sooner. But yeah, I'm gonna go get my pizza and I will speak to you tomorrow. Hi, it's the next day. It might not look like the next day because I'm wearing the exact same clothes and it's also like 7 o'clock in the evening. I wasn't gonna... Today didn't go as planned, not in a bad way. It was a good day. It just didn't go as planned. I was planning to do some arty stuff and pack up orders and be somewhat productive work-wise. But I woke up and got my jobs done, got things sorted, helped with some bits around the house, and then I had a parcel arrive with the Pokemon cards that I pre-ordered, which were a Christmas present from my parents. I've been waiting for them for literally months, and they arrived and I went and opened them, and then I was on a weird high, but I was also knackered because it was around the time that I usually have a nap. I was buzzing because I got some really good cards. Opening cards is something I've had to not do for the last year or so because I've not had money. So when I had a whole box arrive, I was just like, we're going for it, we're opening it all. I really enjoyed that, and I'm glad it came today and not yesterday because it would have arrived right when I wanted to do my accounts and my tax return. So it would have been really hard to not open it, but also know it was sat there the entire time I was doing my tax return. I don't do well with that sort of thing. I'm not the type that's like, oh, just save it as a reward at the end. I will sit and think about it the entire time I'm trying to do something else and then not be able to do the other thing I'm trying to do. Does that make sense? So I did that, and then I watched the stream for a little bit in the hopes that I would somewhat get tired. I didn't get tired until about 5 o'clock. So I had a nap, napped longer than I should have. It's now 7, I need to get dinner and a shower and stuff, but I also need to pack orders, so I thought I'd record that and then I'll finish the vlog after that instead. That's where I'm at. Today didn't go to plan, not a bad thing. Hi. We're going with this angle because I can't do both, my face and this, but I want to show you what I'm packing up for people. I would be packing this over on my other desk because that's what I've made that space for now, and this would be my creative space to do like the messy stuff. But that desk is covered in things still that I need to sort. So what I've done is gone through the orders and gone over there and picked out all the things that I need to pack up and send to people, and then I can just go through these instead of having to go back and forward over there. First order I have to pack is a washi tape one. There's this one which is a blue-grey grid. There's this one which is kind of like rainbow watercolour diamond shapes. Then there's just a plain peachy coloured one and a little circle watercolour washi tape as well. Pack those into one of these bags. One of the things on my to-do list is to make some different stickers for these sorts of things because I've been using these daisy ones for a long time now, And they're fine, there's nothing wrong with them. I just want something a bit different just to change it up. But for now, I will use these ones until they are gone. I've got these out because I've run out of business cards in this little thing. And I realised I've only got 2 of these left, which means I'm going to have to do some new business cards at some point. I've had some business card ideas for a little while, but because I've obviously had these and want to use these up, I haven't designed any new ones. Alright, their initials on the front because I do all the labels in one go. That way I won't forget what's in what. The next order has these, which are some of the postcards that I'm trying to get gone. I had so many left over from various different things, Patreon, stuff like that. I went through them all eventually and listed all the individual designs as packs of 5. This was the best way I could do it, like value wise, because doing single postcards can get really complicated. But this person has ordered this design, which is probably one of my oldest ones. I made this a while ago because I got quite a lot of these and they're not a permanent one on my shop. I put them in a little paper bag. Again, I use a little flower daisy sticker. I also ordered some little vintage stamps and they chose the bright ones. I have bright and muted, and these are real postage stamps that have been used, so they're not usable again. But you get 50 in there and they're all really pretty designs. They also ordered the oh so lovely free sticker sheet, which is this one. And these stickers I need to eventually put into my little organiser thing when I have space. I think I need to get another one, to be fair. So the sticker sheet I put on a little backing card thing, which these can be reused for so many things. They're very handy. I think if I'm putting in an envelope, I'm going to put the business card and stuff inside here so it doesn't fly around. The last order feels quite themed. There's a lot of happy mail in it. They've chosen the snail mail ephemera. They have chosen some specific postcards. So we have these ones. They're going to get 5 of those in a pack. They've also chosen these postcards, which just say emails are good but letters are better. They've also chosen some of the oh so lovely phrase stickers, which are the same as the other person ordered. There's lots of little nice phrases on them and they come out as like little white strips. And then they also got these stickers and they match the ephemera. They're just kind of like a smaller version of the ephemera. And this thing was a lifesaver for space. For all the sticker sheets I had, I was originally dealing with these boxes, which are also great. They fit them in perfectly and I just had the little labels on the front, and I had multiple designs in each, but it was really hard to, like, I'd have to like do this and go through them like that to try and find the sheet I needed. Then I found this thing on Amazon, which I might actually leave an affiliate link down below because it's a clear box at the end of the day and I want to number the sticker sheets so I can put the sticker sheet numbers on them. But for now, they're all separate. It takes me 2 seconds to flick through them and find the sheet I need, and it fits the A6 sheets in here really well. It sits kind of at a slant, the lid comes back and stays upright. Yeah. And it was only like a tenner or something, maybe £12. I don't know, it was cheaper than some of the things I was coming across. But that's how I store my little sticker sheet stickers now. The same as before, I put the 2 sticker sheets in one of these bags with the little backing board, and I probably will put this one in a little box because there's a few more bits in the order. So I put both the sticker sheets in there. I think I could fit up to like 5 sheets in one of these. The other ones I need a paper bag for. Where did that go? I have a few different coloured paper bags, but we're on the purple ones today. I am looking forward to doing the stickers and stuff and business cards and all those things because I've been looking at these ones for so long, and like I said, they're great, but it will just be nice to have a bit of a change whilst I'm packing things, or like have some choices on the different stickers I can put on things. I don't think this is going to need too much of this stuff because it's quite full already. But I like to put a little bit in there just so there's not too much flying around. Is it going to shake around too much? Oh, they're all done, which means I just have to print the labels and then stick them on and then put them out for the postman in the morning. The other thing I need to redo are these little stickers I put on the outside of the packages. I do them in a few different colours. The red one was the original one, and then I just changed the colours on the other one. I need to go get a shower. My skin feels gross. I have makeup on and I just want to get it off my face right now. I've got to get those ready to go, put them out for the postman. I hope you enjoyed this little vlog and I will see you in my next video, which will probably be another vlog.